Live your life the way that you want to leave your life. Ladies and gentlemen, as I speak to you right now, if you had 90 days to live, how many of you will make some radical changes in your life? And most people raise their hands. And then you take a poll, you know what the majority of them will say? I will quit my job. Why? Because that's not them. They're not doing something that's them. You spend 40 to 60 hours a week doing something that's not you. That's stressful. But if you're doing something that's you, that's your passion.
You want to make more money? Stop watching the news. Stop reading the newspaper. Stop listening to the news on the radio. Say, but Myron, how will I know what's going on in the world? May I ask you a question before I answer that one? If you can't fix what's going on in your world, how are you going to fix what's going on in the world? Be intentional. Only allow your mind to give energy to outcomes you desire. Only allow your mind to give focus to things that are going to move the needle. My definition of intention is anything that you focus on that moves the needle in your favor. My definition of distraction, anything you focus on that does not move the needle. Who won the game doesn't move the needle. Who's sleeping with who on your favorite television show doesn't move the needle. So if it don't move the needle, don't do it. You know what moves the needle? Reading books about how to get, somebody spends 20 years of their life learning something, spend 2 years writing it in a book. You can spend 2 hours reading the book, but you can't be bothered because you're too busy focused.
If you're chasing money, it runs. All right? If you're making money, it's different. All right? So for people that are entrepreneurs, there's no cut in the corner. There's no magic bullet. There's no cheat sheet. It's really simple, as complex as it may sound. Hard work. Work hard. Believe in yourself. They tell me all the time, Chico, that's another name that I got, by the way. They say, Chico, you're so lucky, Chico. I said, man, you know what's funny? Harder I work, luckier I get. It's really that simple.
Biggest misconception people have around business is that if I start a bakery, I should be working in the bakery baking the bread. It's the biggest misconception all of your friends have about a business. It's the biggest misconception the media has about business. And it's the biggest misconception founders have about business. Here's the thing. As an entrepreneur, it is not your job to market, sell, and deliver a product. It is your job to build a business that can market, sell, and deliver a product without your operational involvement. Entrepreneurs build assets, and we build assets that can work without us.
There are 4 things you need to know before you go out into the world. You remember these things and you'll be the best person you can be. First, look at this pencil. We know that in order for it to become a useful pencil, that from time to time, again and again, it's going to have to go through a resharpening. Well, if this pencil could feel, we could imagine how painful that would be. But that's what it takes for it to be a useful pencil. Life is much the same. Painful experiences and challenges come to us all. But it is through these opportunities that we build character and we grow. Second is to keep in mind that we'll be able to correct many of the mistakes you make along the way, just like this eraser. So if we learn from our mistakes, they're not mistakes. They're lessons we can use to do better the next time around. And third, just like this pencil, every place where you are used, so to speak, you leave your mark. You're writing your own story. And fourth, always remember, the most important part of you is what's inside.
These are 7 best advices that I got from my billionaire mentor that helped me to become a multimillionaire by age 30. Number 1, it's better to chase your dream alone than to chase surrounded by negative and toxic people. Number 2, live below your means and invest every penny back to your business. Number 3, you can never be wealthy by playing it safe. Learn to take calculated risks. Number 4, always stay broke, meaning never leave any money in your bank. Instead, always let it go to work. Number 5, heal your scars before dating or having children so they don't suffer from the same scars. Number 6, rich man has 1,000 wishes and sick man only has 1. Take care of your health. And lastly, number 7, practice gratitude.
This message is for future millionaires only. They don't want you to know this, but as always, I'm going to tell you the truth. If you want to be a millionaire and successful, you need to be curious about that and start searching for answers. You won't get answers by lying in your bed and watching stupid videos or football matches. You live in an era when it's so easy to succeed that is impossible to even believe. You have the internet, YouTube, me, and all the information that you need out there to achieve your goal. I'm here to help you and I'm guiding you toward your goals and dream life, and by listening to me I will change your mindset and way of thinking. That's 90% of the work. But you need to discover also 10% of the work, and that is actions like building a business. I won't tell you how to do that, because I know you are capable of it on your own. And I have told you the secret about how to get into 10% of the work, and I'm going to repeat myself. All you need to do is to ask yourself the most powerful question that starts with how. How can I make money? How can I become a millionaire? How can I become the beast? How can I be happier? Ask yourself that type of question until you start being curious about the answers, and your brain will start searching for them.
If you're starting a company, you need to work super hard. So what does super hard mean? Well, when my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office and we slept on the couch. And we showered at the YMCA, and we're so hard up we had just one computer. So the website was up during the day, and I was coding at night, 7 days a week, all the time. And I sort of briefly had a girlfriend in that period, and in order to be with me, she had to sleep in the office. So work hard, like, I mean, every waking hour. That's the thing I would say, particularly if you're starting a company.